camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense, and at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
The Falcons got their feet wet with Ridder during a 4-game audition last season, and he did end their year with a pair of wins. Optimism reigns that he is their quarterback of the future.
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He's still on his feet. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. A good chunk of those yards came after contact, and that's an area where he's really starting to excel as a running back.
It felt like he was doing a drill that running backs have to perform all the time, especially in pads, called a gauntlet drill. Two guys, you know, people, these two rows, you have to go right through the middle of them and make sure you take care of the football and knock people aside. He's performing the drill on that run.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game.
Touchdown, Falcons! Scotty Miller, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was concluded on the touchdown pass to Scotty Miller. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mind.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
The Falcons' pass rush was the 2nd worst in the NFL last year with only 21 sacks. So what do? You go out and get a big man who knows how to get to the quarterback, as we just saw there. Calais Campbell in his 16th season remains one of the most respected players in the game.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. This will be fielded at the 17. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And oh, he spins past him and into space. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 80 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Oh, what a catch by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 53 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Ritter on 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Robinson again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Robinson, touchdown, Falcons. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Mac Hollins, 34 yards. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third. Goff.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. To throw on second down is Goff. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They had a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room. First down, here's Ritter. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Ritter now. This pass is caught by London. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Ritter to throw it. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The final shot before break here, Goff. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check it.
So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position. Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Time to get another look at Drake London and the Falcons offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one, but maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and make it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it is 42-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I
think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Goff.
He completes it to Jones. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Goff. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Goff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And you see the last drive, great chunk of yardage, the touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all their blocks. But don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of a long run, the receivers have had a hand in that because they've occupied people downfield. And, of course, give the big credit to the man with the football. Great vision, good movement, gets to the end zone.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 166 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag. That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
To about the 40-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
217 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Robinson up the middle.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Team here, Charles, and that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, That's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Boy, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.